That's Mark Panic here with your Literature of Hawaii class. Now, one of the big consequences of Western contact with Hawaii was that the colonists to Hawaii brought along an invasive species known as cows. And on all different islands, Kauai, Oahu, Maui, and of course here on the Big Island, these cows started running rampant and became like a feral species. Like you see feral cats or chickens around the neighborhood, there were cows overrunning this whole place. You can imagine the consequences that resulted in the Hawaiian ahupua'a, the taro patches. All of these things were devastated by this invasion. So in 1832, Kamehameha III saw this as a huge problem, and the way he decided to address it was to invite 3 Mexican cowboys over to Hawaii and to teach young Hawaiian men how to be essentially cowboys, how to rustle cattle, how to get them into corrals, how to get them into pastures, and anything that we tend to associate with the American cowboy. From Mexico, what did they speak? They spoke Spanish, which is Espanol, and the term for them now in Hawaii for a Hawaiian cowboy was an adaptation of that word into Paniolo. And the Paniolo cowboy, when people see cowboys and tourists come and visit, they see cowboys and rodeos and things here in Hawaii, they think maybe this is an importation or an Americanization of our mythical character of the American cowboy from the old Wild West. But what you need to remember is this is 1832 when they first started this here in Hawaii, and this was decades before there was any American West or the cowboy culture that we all know from John Wayne in the Western movie imagination. So the first real cowboys were in fact right here in Hawaii and persist today right here in the Big Island. What you see in the background are some hills here, and my good friend Uncle Gordon Kalaniopio, he works for one of the bigger cattle ranches here on the Big Island, Parker Ranch, and that's his area, and it stretches from here about maybe 7 miles down to the ocean near Kauai High. A couple thousand acres, and he's got 1,600 head of cattle that he tends to all by himself on this land here. An academic or a cultural theorist might even look at what Uncle Gordon does as an act of decolonization, because it's not the American cowboy, it's the Hawaiian cowboy, and they do a whole lot more than raise cattle. There's a whole cultural tradition that goes all the way back to the kind of kokua values that made the ahupua'a system happen. And it's still right here, happening right here in Waimea.